So check it out, everyone. Today is Friday, November 12th. It's the day after Veterans Day. A quick shout out to all the men and women that served our country. We really appreciate your service at Arca. We do have quite a few drivers that are veterans, so I wanted to make that shout out. But today I wanted to introduce you to one of our drivers, Valery Fedorenko. Valery just joined the Arca family just this year, if I remember correctly. I call Valery actually the godfather of kettlebells. He came to the United States from Russia roughly 15 years ago?
22 years ago,
yep.
Almost.
And Valery was an experienced lifter with the kettlebell program. In fact, in my opinion, if it would have been an Olympic sport, Valery probably would have won many gold medals in kettlebell lifting, and he also still has some records in the sport today. Valery, if you don't mind, I have a couple questions for you. Something that kind of sticks out in my mind as an ex-athlete myself, how do you go from being a competitive athlete and being extremely active for most of your young adult life and then transitioning into being a truck driver?
First, it's my father, truck driver. He got 40 years experience.
Okay.
All his life he drive the truck. And when I've been 10, 12 years old, I'm thinking I like to drive the big truck.
Sure.
That's what I like to be driver. And after whatever 30 years, you get really, we have to be careful dreaming about something because it could be happen, right?
Yes, of course.
And that's who I am. And kettlebell's background, it's a little bit different because it's a different goal, different direction, but I'm still live the kettlebells. I'm not interrupt this career or lift the kettlebells, but I'm interested to apply how kettlebells, how my experience, professional experience like an athlete, how I can apply this experience to the truck drivers.
Yes.
At least truck drivers or people who sit in an office or sit in behind the wheel all day, and how we can make lifestyle and help these people to get better fitness or get better physical conditioning.
So Valery, you could have gone to work for pretty much any trucking company in the US that you wanted to work for. Why did you choose Arca Express?
First, what I like I like your style. First, everybody have a style, right? And I like how this company, Arca Express, try to always improve something, do something for the drivers, because the drivers really, sometimes they're not feeling how it's work, all this business, logistic business, then feel what I can get, right? And that's what I feel, I see you demonstrate good. You try to create something for the drivers first, make sure drivers feeling, and what we talk about today, it's really, for me, it's really big deal. It's the first company who we try to introduce kettlebells like a professional level, from professional to the professional.
Sure,
and
it's a great analogy.
Yes, and it's really, I like even your logo. I like how your trucks looks. It's like sometimes I see the white trucks. It's really great, but your color of your trucks, this logo, it's good. I like you got new equipment. I like you got shop inside here, a good team, responsible people, answer dispatch, and one good point what I like. Two, it's a location.
Sure.
I don't know how you get this location, but it's really perfect location because we have to back to the Chicago 3 times a week. If I'm not local driver, 3 times a week, 4 times a week, I have to back to the Chicago, and I live close to Chicago. And for me, it's really comfortable. Your location. It's really great to get Chicago and go back to the highway.
And I think that probably speaks a lot to the ownership here. They're pretty bright guys, yet they're very down to earth. All of the owners here actually were truck drivers before, and I think that speaks volumes to the tone that is set at this company for sure. And they must have been doing something right, because Amazon obviously has that giant facility right down the road for us. So yeah, it's pretty strategically located, so we are able to kind of recruit good drivers like yourself. And then, a further thing about the ownership, the reason why maybe you feel that way, it doesn't have a lot to do with me, but the fact that the owners were in a truck themselves as well, so they haven't forgotten kind of where they came from. And I think that makes a big difference, and they try to, have that mantra throughout the whole organization. Everybody here that works with a driver, we really try to do our best by our drivers. And
I'm invent one exercise, really simple concepts. 3 minutes, do 100 reps, light bell, and you got free to go. It's not gonna eat much time, and you get a lot of bonuses.
Yep. And I think everybody will see in a few short minutes. Actually, Valery's going to take some folks through a workout, and he also has some videos online that you can go to from a guy who actually drove a truck as well. What I like about the kettlebells is you can do them in a very small space. The moves are relatively simple, yet they engage the entire body. So my feeling on the kettlebells is that you can get an entire body workout within the confines of your truck. Do it very safely, and really start to commit yourself to an exercise program that's easy to follow, easy to understand, and you don't have to be worried about maybe trying to get to a health club all the time, when that can be very, very difficult for a truck driver who's so busy.
And also, it's not take too much space. That's the point. It's like a cardio machine. I'm called this. People thinking first reaction of normal people who not familiar with kettlebells, then think, oh, kettlebells, it's something weights, it's something heavy, but really not. It's light bell and do a lot of reps. It's like that's what we do every day in a normal life. We do a lot of steps, a lot of walk, a lot of reps.
No, and that's a great point. Some of these kettlebells, when you look at them, just because of the size of them, you wouldn't think they're very, very heavy, but a lot of them are actually somewhat hollow on the inside. So a heavy ball could maybe only weigh, 10 or 12 pounds. So it's something that you can, you can easily work with. And Valery, having such phenomenal expertise in the sport, you're going to get basically world-class instruction from him at no cost to you, which I think is a phenomenal benefit. Some reasons that I think this is also very compelling for drivers to participate in. As a country, we all know the impacts of COVID are throughout our nation, and it impacted us on a personal level at Arca this year. We had a driver who was only 37 years old who died from COVID complications. He leaves behind a young wife and 2 kids. As a company, we're continuing to try to help his family financially, but that person can never be replaced to his young children and his wife. And certainly if he maybe had a better level of fitness, he might
that's the good point. We can replace everything, repair the truck, replace the truck, but human, when you get some problem inside of your body, it's not easy to replace. That's why it's better if we take care of ourselves before.
Certainly. So outside of COVID, another reason I think that would be compelling for our drivers to participate in some type of fitness program would be the simple fact that you need to keep your DOT license active. In order to maintain a CDL, we all know every 2 years you have to take a physical exam. And if your fitness levels were better than they are now, I'm sure you would have a lot less stress when you have to go in for your physical. So that's, I think, a great area to be motivated in. And then also you mentioned how busy truck drivers are. Unfortunately, in our industry right now, and I don't see this trend getting any better, there's a lot of delays for drivers, detentions both at the shippers and the receivers, and I'm sure you've experienced this. So being able to do some type of a fitness routine when you're being detained at a shipper or receiver is a great way to improve your health. Another awesome way to just blow off some steam and get rid of some stress. I know for sure that if I was still behind the wheel and I was faced with some long detention times, I'd be going through some workouts. So I hope that this is something you guys would adopt as well. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
We're so lucky to have a guy like you here, and all the other drivers that are watching this, you're going to get some expert instruction. We're going to follow this video up with other videos with more content. Valery already has a pretty big following on YouTube already, and we're going to try to come back. I think there's a driver.
I'm going to be a workout in a truck. It's that's what I do, and I'm going to put something, some exercise, one set, and put in YouTube. People can watch what I do in the truck.
And I think Valery has already kind of got at least one of our drivers that's maybe been following you. So we have a driver that's been
Yes.
following this program for roughly for a few months, maybe.
Yes, few months, and he's really happy. We cannot have him right now.
Maybe we'll
but
do that in a follow-up video. I personally would like to come back with some videos just regarding nutrition and some tips and tricks that I did when I drove a truck that I would like to share with the Arca community on how you can actually eat pretty healthy. Because another thing that we didn't touch on, I think we all know a big component of fitness is also, you know, what we put into our bodies. So thanks once again for your attention, and we're going to be following up this real quickly with some exercises.
3, 2, 1, go. It's a full body workout. 6, I don't know, sometimes I forget my count. 7, yeah, I do 7 already. 8, 10. Switch the hand, second hand. Yes, let's go. You can stop anytime if you feel it's difficult or so. Use your legs every single rep. Single rep. 15. Good?
I'm good.
You done? You stop first, right?
I don't think this.
That's it. 20 reps. Looks like nobody make it. 40 reps. Second hand. Three, 2, 1, go. 1. 5. Switch the hand. 1 more. That's it.
So thanks so much for watching, everybody. Please stay tuned for more YouTube content on exercises and as I mentioned, some nutrition stuff as well. Have a great day. Keep on trucking.